Hey guys, this is Matt from Uprising Firearms. We have something super cool that arrived at the shop today. We're going to take a quick look and unboxing and overview of it. This is a FG42 Type 1 that was just recently produced by SMG Guns out of Texas. If you're not familiar, SMG Guns is reproducing the Type 2 and Type 1 German paratrooper rifles from World War II. They started with the Type 2 rifle, and they are now shipping the second batch of the Type 1 rifles. So my understanding is if you want to purchase a Type 1 rifle, you have to have had previously bought a Type 2 first. All of those owners will get first dibs on the next couple batches until they've fulfilled all those sales, and then they're going to open it up to people who have purchased, that have not purchased one. So that means to buy one of these, you have had to have had bought a Type 2, which is a $5,000–$6,000 gun, and this is also a $5,000 or $6,000 gun. So this is about an investment of 10 grand or more to get a hold of one of these. So this just showed up from FedEx. They are not gentle to our packages as we live out in the country on a lot of dirt roads. So you could see it's kind of dinged up. SMG Guns shipped these in a really good hard case, so I'm sure the gun inside is very well protected. So we're going to go ahead and open up this box here and pull the case out and open it up. And we're going to take a look. So as we can see, just a plain, cheap hard case. Well, I won't call it cheap. This is a higher quality case than most guns come in, but it's not a Pelican. It's a little bit on the lower end. It's like a Chinese-made case, but they ship it not including the case. This is just to protect your investment. So SMG Guns will tell you right off the bat that if this gets damaged anywhere or cracked or broken, they're not going to warranty the case. It's purely for shipment. So if it arrives damaged, it's okay. You're going to expect it. However, these are great cases. We use them all the time when we bring firearms back and forth from the gun shows and the machine gun shoots that we put on. So yeah, pretty decent case for the fact that it's not really included in the retail price. They don't charge you extra for it. You get it with the firearm. Frankly, if you're spending $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 on a gun, I would expect them to put them in a nice case like this. So that's really good on their part. So let's take this out of the cardboard and go ahead and open it up and see what we have. So here we are. We're going to open her up for the first time. Not super heavy with this case. I know some of the Pelicans, when I put a firearm in them, or even a medium machine gun, light machine gun, they get very heavy, almost unmanageable. The gun in the case is probably about 12 pounds, 13 pounds, something like that, so it's not bad. So this is the first time I'm looking at this firearm with you. So we're checking it out for the first time together here, guys. So that's how it arrives. 2 magazines that they verify to fit and are generally serial number to the gun. If you buy any extra magazines, they don't do that. They don't function test them. My understanding from SMG in talking to Rick is that availability of the ZB26 magazines is getting more difficult, and it's mainly the springs that go bad. So they have a limited number of magazines that they can supply with the rifle that they know function and work, and they test those before they ship them. So I'm going to move this paperwork out of the way. I'm sure there's FFL licensing and things like that in there we don't want to have on camera. So give us 1 second here. So 2 things that are really important before you do anything with your new gun to look at and review and go over is the CD that Rick sends you. It's your manual. It discusses a lot of the quirks and important things to do and not to do with your new investment. I highly suggest you go through that before you start playing with your firearm. Next thing we've got is a warning. They do not want you running any kind of surplus ammunition. Of course, there's going to be that guy that decides to run 1940s Turkish surplus ammunition through their $5,000-$6,000 rifle because they're a cheap ass and they destroy it and then try and get Rick to warranty it for you. That's not going to happen. I would only run good quality, new production 8mm Mauser in these firearms and nothing else. If you have a .308 gun, same goes for that. And so when you fill out your warranty information, this is the part you do, and then you send it back to the guys over in Texas. So let's get that out of the way and take a closer look at the rifle. So my initial impression, just picking the rifle up and setting the bipod down, it's an absolute piece of artwork. The machining, the attention to detail, the quality of the craftsmanship is just absolutely second to none. It is absolutely superb. That's why you pay the amount of money that these things sell for. And on the secondary market, they go for even more. And it's completely understandable why. A lot of companies over the years have tried to come out and manufacture reproductions of odd, rare guns, and they've generally failed, and or the quality has been subpar. This is a gun that Rick and the guys at SMG have been developing forever, and it really shows that they know what they're doing. So, also initially you could tell right away that this is lighter than the Type 2. I have the Type 2, but it's buried in the back of the safe. I will do a comparison video in the future with both the guns. The other thing with the Type 1s is they're smaller and they're thinner. I actually think they're more handy, and I think they're a little bit lighter also. The cool thing is they come with a metal buttstock, and this is reciprocating. There is spring tension in here, and it acts as a shock absorber when you're firing the full power 8mm out of this rifle, and it does soften the recoil a little bit. The Type 2s have a wooden buttstock, which were, probably prone to cracking and breaking, although I've never experienced that on the reproduction. You can pick out different markings and things like that from SMG Guns. If you want a particular manufacturer or code, they'll do that for you. Rear sight flips down, and it's adjustable. That's our charging handle right there. Beautiful wood. I believe we have another one coming. The other one is a walnut. I am right-handed, but I shoot lefty. So I elected to order the second one with the case deflector, which if you look at the collector grade publications book, Death from Above, there actually is a photographic example of a case deflector. So someone like me who's stuck shooting left-handed doesn't get brass in their face, which is a problem with the Type 2s. It's not very fun for me to shoot left-handed. Here's the magazines. Let's see if we could show you. They're numbered to the firearm, 316. We're going to rotate the gun around to the other side, and we'll take a look at that. Here we go. Here's the other side. As you see, the stock is numbered. It's got our Waffenamt reproduction markings on there. What we're probably going to plan on doing with the second one we're getting is making it available for our machine gun rental program. We are renting machine guns at the local range here in Chino Valley, and we are going to a lot of the Big Sandy machine gun shoots, and we're going to make the second one a post sample if we can get it working and have them available for people to shoot. So, the magazine is a ZB26 magazine because, of course, original FG42 magazines are moon rocks. You're not going to find them. And they rock in place, kind of like an AK, just like that. And they snap in place. The fitment, a little bit loose, which is fine. That's what you expect. But I feel confident in the magazine being in there. It's a very positive click when it goes in. And it's just super smooth. The quality of these guns for SMG reminds me very much of any of the Swiss STG series or PE57 rifles or any of the original SIG 550 series guns. If you've ever had a chance to handle or own one of those guns, you know what I'm talking about. It's just everything has a purpose. It's super well machined. Just looks incredible. So that's our definitive Type 1 style pistol grip. The Type 2s are much more streamlined, where it's vertical rather than this horizontal setup. This is our safety and selector, so that actually gets pulled out and then rotated to whatever position you want it at. And our bipod legs. What's interesting is these guns don't come with bayonets. That's where normally this bayonet would fit in here, and then the pointy end will go into that cavity. You can obtain your own MOS 36 bayonet, send it in, and they'll cut it down and refinish it for you to match. And I would highly recommend that. It just looks way better complete with the bayonet. So that's a quick little overview of this rifle. We will be having more of these videos coming up soon for these guys.